Okay, what up, people? It's your boy, Master Chudy, out here with another comic review in the glorious new year of 2018. So here I have. Look at this light structure right here. That is so awesome. Yeah, but this is the lenticular. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. But I digress. Anyway, this is Phoenix Resuurection number one, and I kind of had hopes for this book. I don't think it's bad, but it's kind of eh. I was hoping this would be the hard reboot of the Marvel universe in general, but I'm hoping for too much. But anyway, this book has potential, but it was so wordy, and I'm actually going to try to shorten a lot of this review because just to go through the whole thing is overtly complicated in itself. So let's get into it. So, first of all, the cover. Very nice. They like how they do this. The Phoenix Resurrection. Everything's looking nice. Everything's doing what they do. But, Jean Grey's looking pretty good. I've always liked the Black Phoenix outfit. I thought it made Jean look so powerful. And this one's not bad. Let you know. Well done. So, we go in here. Annandale on the Hudson, New York. You have a couple of kids. And then we just see basically this kid who seems to be dead. She bleeding out of her head, and we see that she opens her eyes. Apparently, she's not dead, and the kids are freaked out. They ask if her okay, and we just see her speaking in reverse, which I figured out to be "We were better off dead," and we just see the kids see something else, and I think this is like a young Jean, and she's asking about frisbee, and it gets all weird, and they're running away. And the kids are afraid they gotta go, and they tell them to run, and then we get all this. Then we see 2 hours later, X-Men show up, and then we see Rachel Gray saying that she used to have family who lived here, so the connection might be weird. We just see, the cops are like here, it's like, well, can we help you something? It's like, are you some kinda? Are you the X-Men? And you just see Nightcrawler's asking about Rachel, and she says she feels off. And we got this, it's basically they're just telling them that there are some mutant phenomena here, and the cops are like, yeah, there's some weird stuff here, and we just see that Rachel's starting to talk. Rachel starts to talk backwards, and Kurt's like, I think you should go back to the ship because she turns around, her nose is bleeding. That But meanwhile, it looks like Storm is leading the X Men, first of all, which looks like, okay. I hope this little experiment of Kitty Pryde leading the X Men is done, because, nah, that's a dude. Storm is leading the X Men as she should, because Cyclops, the original Cyclops, is not there, and of course, she's the wisest leader of the X Men that they have. But we find out that the kids were taken to the hospital because there was weirdness. It's like, take a look for yourself. So they see that the kids are like floating. And yeah, they definitely confirm it as weird. And then we have Phoenix Resurrection, which is not bad. This is the same thing they do for Astonishing X-Men. And, Matthew Rosenberg is the writer. Lionel Francis used the artist. Gary Alangline is the inker. Rochelle Rosenberg, color artist. The Travis. Okay, basically letter and all this good stuff. Who was the editor? Mark Panizia. Darren Shan is the associate editor. Christina Harrington and Chris Robinson are the assistant editors. This is an Axel Alonso book. But you'll see. So meanwhile, we're at the headquarters, and I hate this name. It used to be the Xavier Institute for Gifted Children. Yes, I know that. I know that the times have changed, but this just seems like a freaking department more than a school. Mutant Education and Outreach. It sounds like a department out of college. Like, come on. So we see all the X-Men that we know. Everybody's around, and they're just here. And then we get this exposition. Everybody, thank you for coming on short notice. Yada yada yada. See all the teams are here. Weapon X team, X-Men Blue, X-Men Gold, Generation X, and so on and so forth. And said she's like saying my team responded to something, and The reporters were gathered in the city, so we want to tell you something. To be honest, we're not sure what it is. I called Beast and asked him if he could come down here and see what he could glean. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to him. And so, okay. Pretty much, there's so much exposition here. And we just see we're going to go back. We're going to go back a little first. I'm sure you all know that Cerebro. Like, he's basically explaining Cerebro. We know what Cerebro is. We got a new type of reading. And Kitty's team responded. And then we remember the following of two children who were catatonic floating in mid-air. Neither of them tested positive for the X gene. Both children are now recovering at their local hospital with no memory of the incident. Their parents and the town are understandably traumatized, but the crisis, has been abated. It's like, this could be the event. The cause of the event could not be determined by the team, and Sabretooth asks, "This is it. We're here for a couple of funny kids." It's like, whatever caused this, Creed, put Rachel in the infirmary, just being in its proximity. Okay, so Rachel Gray, who we didn't know was in the infirmary, went to the infirmary. So then Beast is like saying, using the data pulled from Cerebro this morning, I managed to create an energy profile we could search for, combining some solar radiation and mapping. So Logan, pretty much speaking as the rest of us are saying, cut to the chase. And basically, Shadowcat says like, okay, we found 3 different areas with unusual energy phenomena. We have Midtown at 66th Street and 5th in Manhattan, Mount St. Francis Monastery, south of France, and the top of the world at the North Pole. So, I see you're concerned, folks. We're here to review plans. You want to gossip and speculate? You do that on your own time. And then Magic is like, thank you for all the science facts and pretty maps, Kitty, but I still don't know what you're telling us, what's happening. And she's like, we don't know. And he's just like, we're going to split into 3 teams and, pack your gear. So, we see the first team led by Kitty Pryde here. They had the old Hellfire Club, and Colossus is like, I don't like this. So, first team is Shadowcat, Magic, Storm, Jubilee, Nightcrawler, Colossus. Second team in France, and we just see, Angel, Cyclops, Rogue, and Bobby Drake, the younger one, apparently. Now we go to North Pole with Weapon X, which has Domino, Sabretooth, Warpath, X-23, and Old Man Logan, and of course, Psylocke. So they go into the first mansion. We just see Jubilee saying, if we find something cool, can we keep it? It's like, no, well, maybe, Jubilee. Just look sharp. Doesn't seem like anyone's been here in a long while. And Magic is like, the Inner Circle members are all dead or in hiding. Then what are we doing here? Someone is here, I feel them. And then you just see Kurt, keep your eyes up. I said, Magic, give us some light in here. And we realize that, they have company. Meanwhile, Bobby's acting like an idiot. He's like, how are you all that out of breath? They're like, shut up, Bobby, as the young Cyclops rightfully puts it. Saying, well, that was a million stairs. Actually, Bobby, we're superheroes. We trained for this stuff. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah. We just see like this. And then, we just see, hey, Warren, did I ever tell you I think it's real weird when you walk up the stairs? It's like watching a pigeon trying to cross it. Like, we didn't need these jokes. And as we can see, we just see, shut up, Bobby. That's the only thing that's good. So meanwhile, we see this mutant that I recognize the name, but I can't remember for the life of me. Meanwhile, the North Pole. We see she sent us here because I talked during her little presentation, and now she hates me, right? No, Creed, she always hated you. So, it's like, something's out there. It's like, I don't smell anything. Betsy, I don't know what it is. It's like, wait, I know who it is. It's me. So we see the old, younger Wolverine. Then we see the Hellfire Guard attacking, basically, Kitty's team. We worry about that later. Hold your ground. So you see Jubilee bite one. I forgot that Jubilee is a vampire now. And they're not human. They say, good enough for me. X-Men attack. So they start attacking the Hellfire Guard here. You'll see Storm is like, everybody stay back. It's like, is there a reason she doesn't want to help fighting the angry lizard man? And you just see, like, this guy steals your life force. Like, he's never just a normal lizard man anymore. And we just see Rogue's down. Say, take him down, but don't let him touch you. So they're attacking this mutant. I didn't even know that was his power. Learning something new every day. Then we get to this. We just see Sabretooth, like young man Logan, looks pissed. What should we do? Are you sure he's a threat? You just see him move. You just see Wolverine. This one pull out his claws, and then he gets shot in the head. And we just see old man Logan's like Domino. He's like, what? He obviously isn't the real you, sweetheart. I think I got this. I love killing this. So we just see Sabretooth gets slashed on the neck by the younger Wolverine. Meanwhile, like something, and then we just see the Kitty's team is getting overwhelmed by the Hellfire Guard here. Colossus makes an entrance, boom, to provide more space, more cover. And it's like, I can't get a clear shot. And then we just see the younger Hank, the younger Beast, gets touched by this mutant. And and he gets his life for his dream, but then Hank, and then you just see Rogue saying, I told you kids to stay back. And she's like, what was that? One of Magneto's old acolytes, Seamus something. He's immune to most of my abilities, not to get punched, though. It's like, you're really good at making angry French lizard men seem pretty normal. Okay, I don't get this, like, whatever. Meanwhile, Weapon X is getting owned by the younger Wolverine. Stabs X-23, throws him at Psylocke, stabs Warpath. We just see Giddy Up Cowboy gets shot in the head, takes down Domino. So it looks like it's just us, kid. Then we just see them all disappear. It's like, where'd they go? It's like they vanished. It's like strange for Seamus to be here now, isn't it? It's like, I say, sugar, especially considering that he's been dead for a few years. Oh, of course he has. Or not. So every one of their enemies disappears. Then they just see this bright light in the sky. Everybody. And it's just a bright light. The Phoenix, of course. And elsewhere, it's like, well, fudge. And this is where the story really begins, in my opinion. You just see a waitress looking out. And then we just see the original Jean Grey look up in the sky. And she asks if you ever seen anything like that in your whole life. Saying, no, I can't say I have. Then you just see Annie. Did you see that? See what, Gladys? It was a big bird inside the sun. A bird in the sun? You sure you haven't been binging on rum, raisin, ice cream again? It's like, ha ha. Ha, no, it's true, Gene. Tell her, Jeannie. He's like, I couldn't really tell what it was. Maybe some clouds. It's like, well, that sounds like either the sun had a giant board or it's cloudy. Now, can someone try to take Mr. Cassidy's order? Yeah, you'll see. How are you today, classes? I'm good, lass. Trying to make. I think it's a siren. He's like, been trying to make me mind of here. Just not sure what I'm in the mood for. So Gina's going past her own neighborhood, going back home. We just see her walk past the church. I looked, and behold, Ashen Horse, and he sat on it had the name Death, as in one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So Jean goes home. She sees the little bird, which is supposed to represent, of course, the Phoenix Force in many iterations. And we see that she feels happy that someone's here to see her. It's like, or you just like the. It's like, Jean, how was work today, dear? It's like, it was good. Weird, but good. It's like, what was weird? It's like, there was this. I don't know, Dad. I think I'm just tired. I might have to take a rain check on dinner. And you just see her dad is like, you leaving? But you just got here, sweetheart. It's like, I'm sorry. I've been feeling off today. So, well, you can tell our guest that dinner is canceled. I said, guest? You didn't forget, did you, dear? And then we just see Scott. It's like, hello, sweetheart. Miss me? To be continued. And we see it's the original Scott Summers. So we see Phoenix Resuurection for next week. I might have to get this. I'm hearing great things about it. So, this wasn't a bad issue. It was a fantastic issue. I think what really saved it was the part where Jean Grey finally appeared in the book. I kind of really didn't need the other X-Men here. Would have made sense if you kind of switched the different states of the story apart, putting the last part in the beginning, and then having the effects that would lead the X-Men to search around and, all these weird stuff like that. But, it is what it is. So, I'm interested. The last part of it kept me interested. So I give this a good 6.5 out of 10. Could have done better. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notifications. Make sure you're notified. Thank you guys for 100 subscribers this new year. I feel blessed. Thank you. It can only keep growing the channel. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss good comics and get them out here to you. Thank you all for watching. I should have videos up tomorrow.